Sacred Rebels Oracle cards reading on January 25 for Linda. Oracle against the grain. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of sins or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful kills. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with the particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars. That is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. If this has happened or is threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that can fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truth to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When you are who we are, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not with the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and a typically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for our world. Healing process. Close your eyes and relax. Take 7 deep breaths in and out as you bring your awareness into your body and the space that exists within your body. When you are relaxed, imagine, sense, or perceive a winding river of golden light that starts below your feet. Sense it gathering there as a pool of liquid golden energy. It has an intelligence of its own, and it winds its way into beautiful patterns before you, flowing with grace and playfulness. The river of light symbolizes your life journey. Just notice it and enjoy it. See that your life journey is unique. You may focus on your own river of life or expand your awareness to sense the rivers of light that represent the journeys of those around you. You may see, sense, or feel that the paths are unique to them also. No one has the exact same journey to take, even though we are all heading towards the one destination of absolute love. Say the following aloud. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love and as an invitation for others to be open to life. So be it. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and sit quietly with your hands on your heart for a moment. You have completed your healing process. The message of heaven after the storm. There is a thunderstorm about. It is either headed your way or just passing through now. Don't make a thunderstorm mean more than what it is. You don't have to fear it. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is just nature's way of gathering energy together that needs to be released. With a release of tension, relief and freedom soon follow, often with a fresh perspective and perhaps the gift of a promising, hopeful vision for your future. Perhaps the particular storm building within you or around you is causing you to quake in your boots. It might be a storm of building emotions threatening to erupt or already exploding, seemingly beyond your conscious control. You might feel an uncomfortable sense of emotional or psychological pressure within, and if something doesn't happen, and soon, you fear you might just burst. You may also sense that these are forces operating beyond your control, and you would be right. There is in life and in the creative process a need to allow for wild storms. There will be those precious moments of peace beforehand and the release and revitalization that follows. Yet, the storm in the middle is essential. It is a natural part of the creative process. Without this building and releasing of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. You may prefer the excitement of the storm or the fresh, open feeling that accompanies its clearing. You may find it confronting to be faced with the power of something in which you can only participate, rather than control. Either way, the storm wisdom offers you the gift of bringing things to a head and clearing them away so that the energy can be freed from a pattern that has had its day and it is ready to become something new. Sometimes the pressures that fuel the storms of our lives have been building up for a long time without us being fully aware of it. It might be pressure from our own minds, creating unnecessary burdens upon us, such as burdens of fear or self-doubt. It could be pressure to appear a certain way or to fight against life out of a mistaken belief that this is necessary for survival. Sometimes the pressure is little more than the impossible dream of perfection and the need to gently or even with great dramatic flourish Cast that aside so that you can dare to be what you are and create from your heart. Even if you are not sure what the storm is about, don't lose confidence in your ability to successfully bear its progression until you are safely at the other side of the experience. Even amongst the kills of change and in the moments of anxiety, know that you have so much light, and trust in your heart that you can see the storm is but a passing process and nothing that need worry you. If you can't sense the storm yet, this oracle is important for you. The storm is coming, and you can, if you wish, feel the beautiful, exhilarating gift of it, as you are empowered to cast aside what has been and receive the gift of a fresh, new take on things. Your confidence is to remain intact. Whatever is happening or soon will happen in your life, this storm of sorts is transformational and supportive of your growth. It is going to clear away cobwebs and free you, open you to a new creative energy and life. Remember, there can be no rainbows without a little rain. This oracle is also a confirmation that if you have been praying for help, your prayers have been heard, and the great creative intelligence of our universe is responding to you, stepping in and shaking things up so that situations can be sorted out according to a greater wisdom. So let go, hold only to your inner self, and allow everything to be cleansed in the sacred storm. Healing process. Find a place where you can be alone and have some privacy, either inside or perhaps out in nature. When you are ready, repeat the following, where possible, with your arms up and open to the sky. Storms so loud, storms of grace, I call your blessings into my heart now. May I release and let go. May I be revitalized and grow. I open up my heart to you now. Storms of grace, I stand my ground as I allow your magic to cleanse and surround any outgrown energy with which I no longer need, anything which will sap or deplete rather than feed. Storms of grace, merciful earth, with your help I experience rebirth. When you have completed your declaration, simply place your hands in prayer at your heart and close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in and out and be aware of yourself, what you feel, and what's happening in your body, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Then say, through divine creative genius, this is now so. You have completed your healing process. The message from Earth: faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life, our creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniable persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set the right course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your whole in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the process and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender in total faith that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process, having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harboring the suspicious that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing. Then we can just relax. Having faith in the process gives us a space to be curious about what's taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what this is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit ragged. But you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. You know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that's meant to come to you will be denied it, and it's safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. Healing process. Say aloud, I now ask all disappointing experience of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that fate is a silly or immature way to deal with life. Be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now, through unconditional love. So be it. You have completed your healing process. If needed, repeat the above prayer each day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out, whether you feel in control or not. In fact, it can do so more easily when you don't feel in control. Have faith.